Welcome back to Just Life Advice with me, Kevin. Today we're going to do all you air signs. So this is a reading for Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. You get your own read. And it's just a quick energy check-in to see what's going on, see what you got to look at, and just see what to be aware of, right? That's kind of the overall vibe. So we're going to kick this reading for all the air signs off with Libra. Here we go. All right, Libra, what is your core tension, energy issues you're dealing with? Oh, Queen of Swords, taking no shit from anybody. Yep. Libra, you got to use your mind, be sharp, be shrewd. Don't give in, don't bend an inch for anybody. Don't let nobody get the better of you, and hold your ground. And also, we can see that there's complete clarity. You're not confused about anything. You're ready to just take what comes and get on with it. I like that. Then, okay. And the reason why you're so secure in yourself and not let anything get you is because no matter what you try to accomplish recently, things have been going okay for you. The only problem I'm seeing here, don't let the ego get in the way. Don't get a little bit cocky. You see how he's on the horse. It's almost like he's wanting people to worship him in a sense. Don't do that. And that's why you guys make sure that you keep your mind clear, because if you can do that, then you have a very happy relationship, happy time at home or at work, wherever that might be, where your people are at. So long as you're not cocky and you don't let the winds get to your head, things are going to be just okay. I'm wondering too, like, what is it that you have won lately? Like, why are you feeling so good about yourself? Relationship. Somebody is new in your life and you're happy. You're working things out. Things are going good. You feel a victory. But again, don't take things for granted. That's the other way of looking at this card here, because when you do that, Libra, then things can turn south really quickly. So as long as you don't take things for granted, move forward with a clear mind, things are going to be extremely prosperous for you. You're going to have a time to start something new with this person, a new cycle, a new experience, and things just seem to be working out. I don't have much more to say about this except that congratulations, things are looking pretty damn good. So I'll pull a couple of oracle cards here to see what other advice we can get. All right. We have what? Perception. Yeah, perception's reality. So again, don't be fake. Be real with these people here, right? This person, this special someone, whoever it might be real with them. Don't be fake. That's why the queen's there. Be real. So even though you're winning, don't let it get to you, and things will be happy. So don't let that to be perceived as happy. Let it be really happy. How? Don't be full of yourself, right? Be real. And then nature, get back out in nature, which means too is like with this relationship that you have, don't, sit around the house. Don't sit around in the mundane. Get out and explore together. Have fun. Have peace. Go on a picnic. Enjoy each other's company. Nature, right? And then the last card we're going to look at is kindred spirits. Yeah, kindred spirits makes sense because, right? Two of Cups, Six of Wands, Queen of Swords, Ten of Cups. Kindred spirits, just get along, right? You're going to have one mind with this person, one soul, one body. We're going to transform into a beautiful relationship with them, and it's going to be extremely happy. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Libra. Now we're going to pull a couple of dice here and see what it has to say. A 4. So this is telling you that new things are going to open after the 10, right? With the 1 through 3, communication. As long as you talk with them, be clear, Queen, not be egotistical, 6 of Wands. You're going to come out ahead, and that's going to bring you a solid foundation. All right. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Libra. And I'd like to hear your thoughts. Drop them below. Let me know in the comments what you think. And next up, we have Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, here is your 3-card read. And let's kind of see what the energy has to say for you. So with everything going on in the world right now, what do you got to be focusing on? The Devil. Oh, don't get caught up in things that are going to hold you back, right? So rather than kind of being loose and, let's say, sporadic, bring it back a bit, right? I'm not saying take out all your indulgences, but don't get caught up in it, because now's not the time. As you see that by doing so, it's going to bring you into a position where you're not going to be able to really move forward. You're going to stick yourself. You're going to be put in a stalemate position because you're not going to know how to clear the mind. And that's because when you get caught up in something, then it makes it hard to focus. It makes it hard to see through it. Because what you have going on here, you're kind of stuck at a decision time where, Aquarius, you need to know what it is that you want to do. You have one option here, this firmly planted into the wall, right? You see how it's buckled in right there, but you're also holding one in hand, and you're kind of not too sure, like, what do I want to do? You have the world in your hand. You're kind of like looking out into the ocean, like you just don't know what you want to do. So you know you want to grow, you know you want to do new things, but you're kind of also caught up in this weird type of a vibe, the devil energy here, where it's like keeping you back. It's keeping you back from really doing what you need to be doing, right, Aquarius? And so what I'm kind of curious here is like, what is causing this weird type of stalemate vibe, right? It is Wheel of Fortune. It's like, you know that it's time to move forward. You know that the old ways is over with, but you're not really ready to release yet. So it's kind of keeping you stuck in this weird negative energy. Now, again, this card can be positive right now. I'm not looking at it positive. I'm looking at kind of a little negative. And when you look at it too, it's a 15, a 5 to 1 is a 6, which means that your own balance within yourself is off. And that's why here you have the 2. Your passions are like you just don't know what to do. You're kind of stuck between, choice A and choice B. And you're looking like, well, should I maybe move? Should I maybe do something different? And you just don't know, because the thing is, like, though, with the Wheel of Fortune, you have to make a change. That's a 10. You have to move on to the next cycle. So you got to sometimes maybe say, you know what? To take the blindfold off, make my decision, just roll with it. Whatever happens, let it happen, because destiny's on your side. Don't fight it. Because when you fight it, then things aren't going to work out. And again, too, you have Knight of Swords to play here, too, which is showing you that it's your mind, again, overreacting. It's trying to rush, trying to make you second guess yourself. So it's always kind of like on guard, on attack. And it's not allowing you to rise up. And if you do rise up, what happens then next? Page of Swords. You can then have new way to consider things, new way to think about things, right? So rather than having the same problems here, it's going to allow you to find new ways to overcome it, so that you can finally make a good decision and you can no longer be stuck in the mind, all right? That's what I'm seeing. And then also here on this devil position, what is the thing that's kind of holding you back or kind of getting you caught up in all that? I don't want to say habit, but that's what I'm kind of feeling. There's something that you do, a pattern, some kind of trait that's blocking you from moving forward. And even the Knight of Swords here is like, it's always on this fast moving thing where it's just like you won't slow it down. Your mind's racing and it's keeping you locked up. But the Wheel of Fortune says, let it go so you can come up with a new way of handling it, right? And what can be holding you back as a High Priestess is like, you just want to have everything given to you right now. But the High Priestess is saying you can't. Things sometimes takes patience in order to unfold. You have to kind of just let them come, but you have to make a choice in order to move forward, okay? So Aquarius, that's what I'm seeing for you right now. It's just like, you got to just let go and just realize that things are going to be okay. Accept this change here, accept the Wheel of Fortune, allow it to happen, because what goes up will come down, what comes down will go up, and you really can't control it. So it's out of your control. So don't be reckless in the mind and just basically accept it so that new things come into your life, okay? So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and pull a couple oracle cards as well. All right, Aquarius? What do we got here for you? What do we got here for you? We have shadow self, the shadow self. See, that's the thing too, is like, you have to let go of this outer nature and let your desire inside come out. Really worship that. Stop trying to follow along with the norm. Break free from it. And that's the thing too. Maybe the addiction here is being normal. And you're like, this isn't really what I want in my life. I want something totally different. And that's why I think they're saying, well, I can't show everything right now because you're not really ready for it. You're not really ready to let go because you keep finding yourself. If you do, then you can open up, and then your true shadow self, the side that you try to hide, can now come out. And then you can be who you really want to be. Okay. Then it says here is be truthful. See how it has 2 people there and there's 2 swords, 2 swords. It's you're fighting yourself. You're not allowing yourself to be truthful. You're lying to yourself. That's why the shadow self has to come out. That's very interesting right there. And then Aquarius, you have to trust. Trust what? Trust the process. Trust the Wheel of Fortune. Let it happen. Don't fight it, right? Don't let this Knight of Swords stop you. Don't overthink anything. Just let it happen. Move forward with it and let the Page of Swords bring in new options, new way to think, so you won't get stuck in this analysis paralysis of the 2 of Wands and the 2 of Swords. Now, with that being said, we're going to wrap this up with a quick roll of die to see what energy it has to say for us. And it's giving us a 9. It's telling you that if you want to really attain what it is you desire, that 9 energy, not the 10, but the before it, before you make the change in the switch and start over again with a new version of yourself, you have to first overcome 5, the fears, 5, the struggles, to ground yourself, 4, to have that stability you need. And the only way you can have that is by making decisions and stop overthinking it. And that brings you your 9. All right, Aquarius. So that is the reading I have for you. And next up is Gemini. All right, Gemini, here is your 3-card read to see what is going on, the energy you need you to look out for, what you need to be aware of, and just see where things are going. So this is your 3-card check-in. It's all about the Fool. It's telling you, Gemini, is that don't overthink things. Just take a chance once in a while, right? Just roll with it. You don't have to follow the norm of society. You can be a little bit reckless, a little bit loose, and trust the fact that it's okay to let go sometimes. You don't always have to be the one that's always right. You don't always have to be the one that is the smartest person in the room. Step away, be the Fool, enjoy yourself, right? Take life a little lighter. And the thing is, too, here, you're seeing that the 3 of Wands is because without taking life a little lighter, then you can't really move forward. You see here, you look at the picture here, you have the guy standing holding the wand. It's like, does he want to step off or hold himself back? He has to make a decision, 3, to grow, to move forward. The question is, he can't if you don't take that leap. If you don't allow yourself to take a leap, then you can't. And why? Because you need to start making new decisions. Ace of Swords, you got to trust in that. You got to stop overthinking things. And when something comes in, just roll this sometimes. That's why the Fool's saying, guy, jump, take the decision and run with it. And what can that decision be? It can be about 10 of Swords. Stop holding yourself back. Stop overthinking. Because every time you do, it just brings you down to making you feel completely defeated. And that then forces you away from the Fool. It forces you away from expanding because you don't trust yourself. Stop it. Stop it right now. Allow it to go and allow it to roll. That's an 11. Together. Ignore these cards. That's an 11. That's your intuition. Master number. You have to trust in the divine. And he's saying, hey, you know what? I'm pushing you off the cliff. You got to go. So that you can rise back up again. And those new decisions or those new things that come to your mind, the new clarity will be there for you. You'll be able to grasp them on your way down because you're having a new start. You're going to start growing and expanding. And expanding into what? Empress. Taking care of yourself for a change. Start nurturing who you are. That's the 3. 3 again. 3 and 3. Expansion, growth, nurturing, right? That's what you need, Gemini. It's time. It's time to take care of yourself, break away from the norm, and have a little bit of fun. That's what we're seeing here today. All right. Now, that being said, I'm going to pull a couple of oracle cards just to see what the energy is with this. All right. So here we go. Boy, see, and the thing is, if you do nurture yourself, and you start to expand and grow, 6, you have a lot of harmony and balance in your life. You're not overthinking, so then you have to use your intuition in order to pull that off. If you don't use your intuition, then things stay the same and never change. So I would advise take that leap and have a hell of a time doing it, okay? Fun time. And then here we have transit. See, what does that say? You can't transition unless you take a leap. You can't transition unless you say no more. It's time to rise. Get up, stand up. Yeah, it's heavy. You've been slaughtered, whatever. Get over it. Transition time, okay? Then Gemini has you want to celebrate. So once you make the transition, you make the change, you make the jump, you start nurturing yourself, you start expanding, you can celebrate. Butterfly, because you transformed. Things now working out in your favor. That's pretty awesome. And then you have surrender. What? Surrender to the fear. Surrender to the mind. Overthinking, right? Surrender to that. Surrender to overthinking, always having to be right. Always having to check everything that you do. Stop crossing the T's and dotting the I's. Sometimes you got to say hell with it, right? The Fool. Just go for it. Have a good time and live life a little bit because you only got one life, Gemini. Why waste it, right? Now, what the dice have to say? 5. 4 and 1. 1, accept the new opportunities to give you stability. What's new opportunity? Jumping with the Fool. That's going to give you a 4, stabilization in life, which is a 5. You break free from the struggle and finally live life freely. All right. That's your reading, Gemini. And if you want your own private reading, if you made it this far, head over to wordswithatwist.com, book a reading, and get your own personalized one. I'll be there waiting. Until next time, I want to see you in my next reading. Bye, everybody.